everyone, and welcome back to Make Our World Your Runway. You know, this is the show that features the most fascinating individuals from the world of modeling, pageantry, fashion, beauty, entertainment, and even the business industry. But of course, before we start our show, we always like to make a few announcements so that our viewers and our listeners definitely know what we are up to. And as I always say, remember to subscribe to the Global Trade Chamber YouTube channel, so that you can view all of the shows from Make Our World Your Runway and also success stories. And speaking about success stories, I highly recommend that you tune into success stories, because the women that are on there have started from humble beginnings and have built themselves up to being some of the world's most greatest entrepreneurs, and at the same time have done some fabulous community service. So definitely those are two shows that you want to listen to, success stories, along with Make Our World Your Runway. But you have to subscribe to the Global Trade Chamber YouTube channel in order to view all of these shows. And as always, Volume 2, the 100 Most Successful Women in Business book, is now available on Amazon. Again, the women that are highlighted here are absolutely amazing, from humble beginnings to entrepreneurs and doing wonderful things in community service. We launched this book last year in London, England. It was a tremendous success. And now Volume 3 is ready to come out. I was also in Volume 1. So if you are a successful woman or you're doing anything in business, this is something that you would want to purchase. And also, you can go to the website, www.100swb.com, to view all of this and all of some of the fascinating things that we have coming up. And also the 100 Successful Women in Business roadshows, which are absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, we have one taking place right now in San Francisco, and then we have another one coming up in Dallas. If you are a successful woman or you're in business, you may want to attend some of these shows. They're absolutely amazing. So again, you can go to the website, www.100swb.com, for all the information. And the big announcement, America's #1 event for trade companies, the Global Trade Chamber Awards and Convention in Puerto Rico. That is coming up October 25th to the 29th, 2023. If you want to attend, I'm telling you, you need to book your tickets now. If this was anything like London, England, it is going to be a complete sellout. So again, you can go to the Global Trade Chamber website, or even 100 Successful Women in Business. Get all the information there. Definitely book now. And now on to our show. As we like to say, lights, camera, action. It is Make Our World Your Runway. Okay. And today we have some fabulous guests that really need no introduction, but I do want to give you a little bit of their bio. Okay. This first young lady that I've worked with for a long, long time. I love her totally. I even call her the rock star. Okay. And she is the VIP talent director for Fierce Entertainment Management. She's co-founder and board member of Orlando Fashion Week, OIFW, as they say, and also known as Orlando Fashion Week. She has a wide range of skills, okay, and expertise in fashion entertainment, interior design, blogging, model training, apparel styling, pageant judging, and even event coordination, okay? And also our next guest, okay, that we have, okay, she is unbelievable. I have read all the information on her, and she was carefully selected by the esteemed board of Orlando Fashion Week to serve as the executive director, drawing upon her Lebanese heritage and influenced by her husband's Colombian roots. Oh my God. The director of Global Trade Chamber is going to love that, because he was from Colombia. Okay. And she brings a vibrant and diverse perspective to the organization. Okay. Her entrepreneurial spirit knows no bounds. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to bring on to welcome, Make Our World Your Runway, Starr Dalton. And if I'm saying this correctly, Nayrouz Orlate. Ladies, welcome to Make Our World Your Runway.
What are you thinking, baby? I need your love tonight. I know we've been crashing lately, so let's lock in tonight.
Thank you
Hello,
for
and
having us.
thank you for having us.
Oh my God, it is an absolute pleasure. I mean, you ladies are just absolutely fabulous. You both have some amazing backgrounds. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about some of the things I've done, but try to compete against both of you. I think I need to take a back
Uh,
seat.
I don't
So,
think so.
Nayrouz, let's start with you. It's such a pleasure to see you involved with Orlando Fashion Week. So tell us a little bit more about what you do and how you became a designer. I also read that you are an entrepreneur. So give us your background.
Absolutely. I've been in Orlando for 9 years now. I'm in the restaurant industry. I'm a restaurateur. And I got to meet Rob, Jess, and Starr. What do you think, Starr? Like 8 years ago, maybe?
Yes, around that
Yeah.
time. 7, 8
So
years.
we hosted an event for them, actually, for Orlando Fashion Week at one of my restaurants. And let me tell you, Angela, as soon as I met them, I told them one day, maybe not now because I was new to town, but we're going to work together for sure. You'll see. And here we are 8 years later. Orlando Fashion Week is back and bigger than ever. We're a nonprofit this year, which we're very excited about. We have a great mission. We have great events coming up, and we're just ready to bring fashion back to Orlando.
Absolutely. And you're right. The first time I met Rob and Jessica, I always said to them, I said, I have to get involved with this organization. And I was always very honored to always, be part of it and, to actually be the host or you want to say the hostess of this great fashion week. And I've always met a lot of models, a lot of potential people that I worked with. So it's such an honor to have you working with this organization. And I'm looking forward to coming back and working with you as well.
Oh, we're very excited about that. And I know Rob mentioned it before we even talked. He said, I hope we can get Angela involved this year. I know you're really busy, but we would love if you could make the time to join us for sure.
Well, the pageant will be over on October the 22nd. Okay, we're actually doing October 20th to the 22nd. So once the 22nd is over, I am totally there. I think the dates are coming up in November. So I will have all the free time in the world at that point. Right now, it's just a little crazy. But I'm going to extend an invitation to Rob and Jessica and all of you that if you can join us on October 22nd when we do the final pageant, we'd love to have you guys there. Like I said, we're going with reality TV this year. We're actually going live in about 170 different countries. So we're bringing up the level this year, which I'm proud about.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
Congratulations. Sorry.
Well, thank you. So Ms. Starr, tell us,
Yes.
I mean, I've worked with you, I think, forever. And I always say you're the rock star behind this. So tell us about some of the new things that are happening with the Orlando Fashion Week.
Okay, so first event that's happening is our casting. So we have a casting coming up that'll actually be at the Wheel at the Icon Park off International Drive in Orlando. It's going to be on a Saturday, August 26th. So we're really
Okay.
excited
Oh, yes,
about
the
that.
wheel. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So yeah, lots of people are excited. Yeah, that's our first thing we're looking forward to. November 1st to the 5th is going to be every day. We're going to have events, fashion, fun. Hopefully everyone will be able to come out and join us.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll definitely. That's what I told. I'm going to pass Walena's information off to both of you because I told her, I said, this is one show you don't want to miss. I said, she's done a lot. I mean, she's done a lot around the world, but I said, you don't want to miss this one. I said, you're going to love it. And she's pretty excited about that. So I was actually going to get her on the show today, but she did have another commitment. And, this is a girl that's so dedicated. She had a full-time job, but she decided to leave her job to really go into modeling full-time. As a matter of fact, we have her going back to New York Fashion Week coming up in the first week of September, where she'll be working with Supermodels Unlimited again. And she's going to be training the models that are going to be walking in New York Fashion Week for Supermodels.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then we've got her also doing another show. I believe it's on September the 9th, where they're going to be putting her in IMBD. and she's going to be making an appearance, from what I understand, with Sylvester Stallone and a few other celebrities. So, and another thing that we've done with her, I don't know if you watch Dancing with the Stars, okay, and you know Max, the main dancer. We've actually had her trained with Max. So now, yeah, besides being the model, she's also the dancer.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
So Melina has a lot of potential. I mean, the other day when we had her doing the filming for the reality show and she was training the girls, I mean, I even picked up a few tricks. She showed what a walk should be on the runway, and then she showed a pageant walk and how she does different things with her hands and her body. Absolutely amazing. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna have to test out your skills during Fashion Week then.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. She's, I definitely got to get her involved. So, you know what? I can kind of speak for her, you know, when I always tell her, put those dates aside, she normally commits. And once she commits, she's there. But, what's going to be different? Either one of you can answer this. What's going to be different about Orlando Fashion Week this year? I mean, it's always been great, but what's the difference this year?
So that's such a great question. They've done an amazing years. Just this year, what we're excited about is in the past, Orlando Fashion Week has been just kind of one event or two events and just fashion all day. This year, we're doing it all week. We're starting from Monday, Tuesday, we have private events. It'll be by invite only, but we're excited about it. It'll be more for the designers. Wednesday, we have an event at City Hall. That's going to be our art and fashion event. Thursday is our event at a loft. Friday is I'm the most excited about Friday. Friday is our Fashion Edge event. We're doing it a little bit different this year. It's going to be televised. We're going to have radio that's going to be there kind of I'm seeing it and supporting it. We have incredible designers that will be there. And our judges are going to be, I think, fun and just kind of put a little twist to the show. And that will be at the Porsche Orlando. So we're very excited about that. Our Saturday show will be at the Castle Hotel, and that will be our kids show mixed with our local designers. So that will be good. That's a whole day of fun as well. And then Sunday is our closeout show, which will be at the Citrus Club. And that will be mixed with a brunch. So it's kind of, you're going to go in. We took over the whole Citrus Club. A lot of people have been mentioning, well, the rooms are small. No, the show's going to be throughout the whole floor. So you're going to, the moment you walk in, you're going to have a fashion experience everywhere. So the shows will be hosted in the rooms, and then the main room where the bar is going to be a brunch, just kind of with fashion shows walking through it. So, and the designers that are coming are from all over the country. I mean, Starr will tell you, we're so excited to start announcing them soon. They are unbelievable. A lot of them have never been to Orlando before. They've never done a show here before. So it's going to be something very interesting, and we're very excited for you to be part of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you just gave me an idea, and I'll run this through Rob. Let me give you a little bit about how the reality show is working with my pageant. There was a girl that I'd say she's in her 30s and kind of gone through a little bit of trauma, but the girl is absolutely stunning. And she got married, and she's from Panama, and she married someone, okay, into this country here. And she always wanted to do a pageant, but didn't think that she could be a pageant girl. So our way of thinking was we had to convince her that she could belong to a pageant. All right. And when Melina got training her the other day, and we put a crown and banner on her just to show that she could do it, I was amazed how this girl just picked things up. So, you know, she asked us, she said, do you think I could win? And we always tell the girls that everybody's chance is amazing. You know, you just got to get out on that stage and do it and, you know, have fun with it and, you know, see where the chips fall. But she's the type of person that now I think we've got her going, that she keeps asking us, you know, well, besides the pageant, what other events are there and things like that. So if I kind of, in a way, even get her there as a guest, these TV people may follow her. Okay. And that may be a way to incorporate this in with that.
That would be incredible. That would be
Yeah,
amazing.
I wish I wish I had kind of almost thought about this when they were in town the other day, because they were actually the TV crews from California. They're with TLC. They have a group here, but most of their camera people are out of LA, and they flew in to do this. I should have said to Rob, hey, send me Starr, send me Nayrouz, and I could have had you guys actually in there. Okay. It would have been great, because it would have been another way of also, telling her, well, in addition to going in a pageant, you could go and be a model and get into a fashion week. So, but see, when you hang around with Starr long enough, this is how you get creative thinking. Okay. Because Starr is always, I know one thing about her. She's always thinking. Okay. And Starr, even behind stage, what are you doing? You're always thinking. Am I right?
Too much. I think too much.
And what I love about Starr is that she really gets the girls going. I mean, I've watched her behind stage, and she's like, okay, no, you need to do this. You need to be here. You need to do that. And you need a production person like her. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Even with me, she'll tell me, are you ready to go? I'm like, yes. Okay. You know what you're going to say? Yes. I said, Rob gave me the script. I know what I'm going to do. And I tell, I've had a few of my girls in Orlando Fashion Week, and I always tell them, I said, listen, I'm going up there to host. I said, but this is not the pageant. I said, now you got to work. I said, with different people. I said, if you're going to work with stars, you better be able to follow direction. I said, don't come crying to me. I said, and saying, I said, you got to follow the direction. So they've been pretty good with that. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. You better walk the way Starr asks you to walk. Otherwise it's not good. You gotta walk. I've seen her tell these girls, what is this walk? And she was right.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. That sounds like Walina, because Walina will do that when we have her at the pageant and she's coordinating. She'll say, what the heck is this? And I'm like, uh-oh, okay, there we go. And that reminded me of Starr when I was working with Walina the other day. I said, that's Starr all the way. What are we doing here? Yeah, no, but you need somebody like that, because I've always found that, and I get a lot of new girls that come in to do pageants that have never done pageants before. And then I get the ones that, have been in pageantry for years and they know what they're doing. All right. But you do need somebody backstage that's going to be able to, work with them, when we do the rehearsals, teach them the walk, show them how to, utilize the stage to the best of their ability. You do need people like that. And sometimes you have to be tough when you're doing a show. And I always tell my girls in orientation, I said, look, you're going to see another side of me that you never see before. All right. But it's showtime. All right. If I'm just going to an event with them, I kind of kibitz, and then you see the other side of me. But when I'm doing a show, no. All right. And Starr could tell you, especially when I take a mic in my hand, then it's all business. All right. Then it's like, I got to get that crowd going and I got to get my point across. So
showtime, like you said.
That's our backstage for sure. You definitely, like, you see her in every day. She is so, just kind of calm, and she's always calm. But backstage, it's like a different person. That's her alter ego. We got to come up with an alter ego name. I like that.
Yeah, well, like I said, she's the rock star. Okay,
rock star.
I'll never forget. When she came to a show we had down here in Miami, which was Miami Metropolitan International Fashion Week, and her and Rob and Jessica came. I think she probably remembers this. It was at the Jackie Gleason Theater when I introduced her.
Yeah, the theater. It was a really nice show.
Yeah, and I introduced her. I said, and we call her the rock star.
Okay, that's your new nickname.
Exactly. She definitely is the rock star. And it's always been a pleasure working with Starr. Okay. And what I love about her, she's very fashionable. I never know how she's going to do her hair, how she's going to dress. And I try to anticipate that and say, well, let me see if I could do something different. No, I can't. She always outdoes me somewhere along the line.
You have great style. I love the dresses you wear.
Oh, no, I tried. If I'm coming up there, I start really pulling out my outfits and saying, okay, I got to coordinate this. I got to coordinate that, because that part I actually take seriously.
Yeah.
So, but so you said August the 26th is the next casting?
Yes. It's our first event, August the 26th. It's on a Saturday at the Orlando Eye, the Wheel of International Drive in Orlando.
And it
You
will be
know,
in the Sky Lounge, just so everyone knows. It's
the
in that
Sky
little
Lounge.
for the wheel. Yes.
Okay, I know where the wheel is. I may send and Starr, you might know who she is. Mimi Mala from Peace on the Streets Radio. Yeah, I might send her. Yeah, I might send her there that day. And in fact, Mimi is competing. She competed last year. She's actually competing again in the pageant. Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, she's representing Puerto Rico. And, you know, Mimi, I'm very proud of her. She's done a lot. She
Yes.
just became a notary republic, which I was, you know, I told her, I said, we're very proud about that. And also, she was just flown to Atlanta, where she got an award for being one of the top radio hosts. So,
Wow.
yeah, Mimi has really done a lot. I've had her on my show a few times. And, you know, her show now, Peach on the Street, is getting more popular. So, you know, and I know if you guys want to get on her radio show, she'll certainly do that.
I love her energy. She has great energy.
Oh my God, just she's another one. When she walks in the room, it's like, uh-oh, it's Mimi. You know, she's great with that. And I think, in fact, one of the shows for Orlando Fashion Week, she hosted one, I hosted another. I think we were like a day apart or something like that.
The Fashion Edge.
Exactly. Yeah, she did the Fashion Edge. Exactly. In fact, a few years ago, when we did the we did the show on board the ship, we always did for the last 6 years. We were on Bahama Cruise Line. Her and I got on that ship, and we did a whole monologue together. And that was probably one of the best things I've ever done, because her energy, and then my energy coming up behind it, it was like, okay, there you go. So yeah, she's really good. But so Nayrouz, what inspires you with your fashions? Because I've looked at some things, they're great.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, I'm in the restaurant industry, but I actually graduated with a fashion degree. I went to college in LA, and fashion is just always in my blood. I mean, you'll make fun of me, but I'm that person. If I watch a fashion show that's so good, I'll tear up. Do you tear up, Starr? Yeah.
I get the goosebumps and everything. You get all the feels.
And just for me, you know, I see the people that live in Orlando. Orlando, we're more than just Disney World. I love Disney, appreciate Disney, but we're more than just that. Downtown is more than just the clubs. We have fashion, we have sophisticated people, we have people like Starr, like you, and it's just, and I've honestly, for the past since I got here, I'm like, there has to be something bigger. We have to make it bigger. And they've done an amazing job. But now, you know, they've been doing it, the three of them, really. It's been everything they've done in OFW. It's been three people doing it all. Right. This year, we just have an amazing board. We have a whole team. Aveda's going to be helping us. So I'm just excited to take it to the next level and just showcase everyone in the community. I want the world to see we're more than just Disney. That's kind of my goal this year. And I hope we could do it for sure.
Yeah, you know, and you just said something that really, I think just kind of struck a chord right there. You know, a lot of people, when they hear Orlando, the first thing they think is Disney World, and the other thing that they think is Universal, okay? But Orlando is a lot more than that. You know, I've gone through the whole city of Orlando, and I've realized that myself. I said, you know what? When you really get into the city of Orlando, now you're away from Disney World. You are away from Universal. So it is a lot more than that. You've got people there, and fashion should be the center of Orlando. And you know, everybody, when they think fashion in Florida, Miami Beach. Well, we know Miami Beach is known for that. You know, they have Miami Swim Week, okay, where designers and people come in from around the world. That's not. You talk New York City, people know that's New York Fashion Week, and, you know, the Glam, or LA Fashion Week, or Paris Fashion Week. But you know what? I see in the very near future that Orlando is going to become a hub for Fashion Week, just like Miami is. Okay. And I think with the new program that you guys are doing, this is definitely going to be something that Orlando is going to be very proud of, where you're going to have not only designers from the country coming in, but are going to want to get involved from around the world. And now you're going to have models from around the world say, oh my God, you know what? been in Miami Fashion Week. I've been in Miami Swim Week. I have to do this. Okay. And I do see that. And yeah, that, I didn't think about that. But you just brought something to my attention. Orlando, people just think of it as Disney World, but it is a lot more than Disney World. Okay. Now you've got to think of it as, okay, Orlando could stand up there with all these other big cities as a fashion hub.
Exactly. We have great partnerships as well. We partnered with the city. We're so grateful for their support. And Nayrouz, do you want to mention any other partners?
Yeah,
Well, I'm sure Mayor Buddy Dwyer's involved, right?
yeah. I mean, to be honest, listen, and Starr will tell you, we got a meeting with Commissioner Hill, and we walked in. And I don't know about you, Angela. Have you ever walked into a meeting where you had a list of things that you wrote down? You're like, I'm going to ask for this, ask for this, ask for that. And we walked in, and she just looked at us and said, you need to do this and this and this and that. And I'm looking at my paper, and it's everything we were going to ask for. She just got it. She got it. She understands that that's what Orlando needs. Our mission aligned. We're both kind of just after the same thing. Everybody in the city is on the same page as us. And we're just very excited. Everyone's on the same page that Orlando's more than just parks. We need to be a tourist attraction for more than just that. And just, it's been incredible. Porsche has been a great supporter of us. So we're excited about that. Icon Park has been a great sponsor, and we're so excited to work with them. So we've been very blessed, very lucky that everyone got what we're doing. It's not always when you have a mission and a vision, people get it. And we were lucky enough that people get it, which is great.
Well, you know what? And I definitely want to help you guys because I really see a vision here. I will, for both of you, I will get a hold of Rob and Jessica. And like I say, the pageant is coming up in October. And maybe Nayrouz, we could take maybe some of the top models that I have, maybe 4 or 5 girls. And during my show, during the pageant, we could probably fit this in with all the television coverage and everything we have to show some of your designs. Okay. We could get together on that. Because you know what? Port St. Lucie is not far from Orlando. And the same type of support you're getting in Orlando, I'm actually getting in Port St. Lucie. Because they've never had a world pageant come to them. This is a big thing, okay? So maybe we could do something like that, which would convince the people of Port St. Lucie, hey, I got to get up to Orlando to see this. So if I could definitely, and during Orlando Fashion Week, I'd be honored to wear one of your designs if you've got something that can fit me. But I'd be honored to do that. But, I've worked with Rob and Jessica for so long. And I know during COVID, no one was doing anything. And I kind of was disappointed that I didn't see much coming out of Orlando Fashion, but there really wasn't much coming out of Miami or anything during those timeframes. But when I saw there was a new partnership, I said, oh my God, this is amazing. Because I think it's time to just get people into Orlando and let them see what Orlando can do. In addition, like you say, to just parks. So any way I can help, ladies, I'm more than happy to put my creative cap on and say, hey, you know what? If we could bring this to light, I have no problem with it.
We appreciate your support for sure.
We appreciate it. We really do. Look forward to our relationship, and I'd love to meet you in person. I've never met. I think we've seen each other in events. Maybe I've seen you from far. I would love to meet you very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll get, I got a couple of days that I can maneuver, that I can get up there. And of course, Mimi's bumping me to get up to Orlando. I love Orlando. Even when a lot of times I'll come up to Orlando and I don't even go to the parks. I'll just see I'll go into the city of Orlando and, just have a nice day. And that's why I like the idea about Port St. Lucie, because I know when I'm there, I'm only about another hour or so from Orlando. So I said, oh, this is great. I said, and doing the pageant there, I can get people from the Orlando area, from that area, and even from South Florida. So, and I'm in Boynton Beach, which is still further north from the rest of the gang. So it doesn't take me that long to really get up that neck of the woods. So, but I'm telling you, ladies, this sounds absolutely amazing. I am so happy that you guys have got the commissioner and the mayor, and just the fact that you got Porsche. And how did you guys get that? Because Porsche is amazing.
We again, we're just like blessings are just coming everywhere, right? So we're so lucky. But I just happened that I got introduced to the owner by a mutual friend. We kind of wanted different locations this year. We wanted something, we didn't want to just, doing it in hotels is amazing, but we were already doing a hotel show. So we wanted something different. And I always heard the Porsche dealership was just so beautiful and it's all white. I just to have a different venue. We kind of just got connected and he was, nice enough. And just, again, he understood our vision and our mission, and he loves Orlando so much that he's like, you're right. We need to get the point across that we are bigger and better. And he agreed on it, and it's been just great. We're excited for that show.
I used to own a Porsche many years ago, and the Porsche dealerships, they're beautiful. And it's funny you should say that, because my husband worked at AutoNation, and about 5 years ago, we did a fashion show there. And you want to know something? It was probably more successful than if we went in a hotel.
Oh,
Because,
really? Great.
oh yeah, because everybody was coming out, and the people loved it, and they made a lot of sales that day. But you're right. That's why for 6 years we had done our pageant on board ship, because it was different. Okay.
Yeah.
And even though it was 3 days, 2 nights, the second day everybody was in the Bahamas. They got to go out, for the day. And it really was a little bit of a different atmosphere. This year we changed it up a little bit. The only problem we had on board ship is we couldn't go live. But we're going into a Hilton hotel, but it's not your typical Hilton hotel. It's a little bit different, where the lobby is so tremendous. You actually think you're in Buckingham Palace, and the outside. So we're actually building a stage outside and not doing the ballroom thing. So we're giving it a little bit different of a twist this year. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Which is, so you know what? There's a saying, dare to be different. Okay. And I sometimes like to do that, dare to be different, because I just learned from someone, and I mentioned the Global Trade Chamber, the woman who's head of that, and also 100 Successful Women in Business. And let me jump ahead a minute. We did a trade show up there about 2 years ago, and I happened to tell Maria Davila, who's head of the Global Trade Chamber and 100 Successful Women in Business. A lot of times we do fashion shows at these trade shows. We do something small just to give people a little bit of diversion. And I told her that we were having you guys on today. Okay. And I said, you know what? I said, if you're going to go back up there and do another 100 Successful Women in Business show, these are the people you need to bring in. I said, because they'll make the whole show. So I think sometime in March or April, we're going to be back up there. And she was the one who had said to me, Angela, you got to do something different. If you keep doing the same thing, you get stale, and then all of a sudden people copy you and you're not original anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I remember when I was in the cosmetic business, because I did that for over 30 years, Donna Karen, she had a saying, when they go to the right, I go to the left. She's, when they go to the left, I go to the right. When they go left and right, I go down the middle. And that's what made her successful. Not only did she do designs, but then she got into the cosmetic industry. And that's what made her. She went right up there with the Lancomes, the Waters, but she had that mentality. Okay. And speaking to the two of you, I mean, you really sparked my interest today with the fact that you're doing things different with this fashion show. Okay. And I love it, because now it's not typical. It's different. And you know what? It's going to attract more guests, more business, because it does have a different flair.
That's great. And it's so crazy you just mentioned Donna Karen. I just met her over the weekend. And she is like last weekend, and she is unbelievable.
Yes.
So mention her. I never realized how inspirational she was, and just her mind with just being an entrepreneur in general, how great she was. So it's interesting that you quoted her.
Yeah. I mean, when I worked in Bergdorf Goodman, that's where I first started my cosmetic career. She used to come in all the time, and that she constantly would say that, and she was very different. When she came in, she wasn't your how could I say, typical designer or typical cosmetic person. She kind of came in off the cuff.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know that. Like the way she dresses and the way she's just so chill. Like I was shocked that she carries
it,
herself. Amazing.
exactly. I mean, you used to get a lot of the execs used to come in with the fur coats in the winter time and the razzle dazzle. She came in totally different. The
Yeah.
first time she came in, I rolled my eyes and I said, "Uh-oh, so who's this?" As we got another one we got to work with. But when she started talking, I said, "She's got a point. You know what?" And she was very easy to talk to. If I had to go speak with her, she was very easy to speak with. And she would watch a lot of us. And she used to come up to some of us and say, "You guys know what you're doing." And that's what I loved about her. Okay. She didn't have time. She didn't have time for, I always used to say, for the jokes. I mean, she would kibitz around. She didn't have time for nonsense. She was running a business. She knew what she had to do. And that's
Exactly.
what made her, that she is incredible on that. She's really left her mark in the industry, more so than a lot of other people. She left her mark in there. So when I get down on myself, I always say, let me remember what Donna Karen said. Yeah. And that's why this year we're doing things differently, because I said, I've got to switch this up. If I keep doing the same thing, I'm going to be typical. And I don't like to be typical. I like to always have it. We even thought about, every pageant has where we do interviews. And this year I said, I'm not doing the typical interview where the girl walks into the boardroom and all the judges are sitting there. I said, we're going to do it like the Tonight Show. They're going to sit in a chair. I'm going to sit in a chair. I'm going to say, and my next guest is, and let's welcome them.
Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Great idea.
it's different because, again, if you keep doing the same thing, it gets stale. All right. So now, with us being on television, I'll make it, and it's better for the girls. I'll make it more like a show, and I'm going to base things off their bio where they're having a conversation with me instead of somebody asking them a question that they make it stumped on. And it's going to give them better scores. They're going to feel more relaxed. And I think these ladies are going to excel this year.
How
Wow.
exciting.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. I love that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great. So you guys have me very excited. Okay. Even though I got a ton of work I got to do over the weekend, but now this is a spark that I needed. So I thank the both of you. With all the things that you've done, where do you see Orlando Fashion Week going? What is in the near future, or what do you see in the future?
Go ahead.
I feel like next year, I would love for it to be seasonal, not just once a year. I think this year is just kind of, we need everybody's support in the community. We really, really do. This is going to show everyone that we are ready next year for a seasonal show. I see it growing. I see it, more people on our board. I really see us having more and bigger. I would like us to be like New York Fashion Week. It should not be any different. We should be on the same level. I know it's going to take some time. We are very realistic people as well, because right now, obviously, it's the first year that it's going to be that programming. So they want to see how we're going to do it. So, but that's my goal. My goal is eventually, that's what we are.
Yep. Starr, how do you feel?
I have the same mindset as she. Yeah, we're really excited. We want everyone in the community to be a part of it. We want to highlight different businesses and people as well. Yeah, I just can't wait to see what unfolds in our future. But
Yeah,
first,
absolutely.
November
And
starts with November, though. November 1st.
that's right, November 1st. And what I'm going to do is all the content that you have from coming up for these shows, I will also put it on Make Our World Your Runway. We can do a special event, like a post event, Make Our World Your Runway. In fact, next week, we filmed today, and next week, next Thursday, it will go live. I will send you the links. When you see what Jonathan puts together, okay, when he does your pictures and he does the graphics, it comes out absolutely amazing. So if I have enough of content, you'd be surprised what he will put together, and we'll do a post show, Make Our World Your Runway features Orlando International Fashion Week.
That's great.
That I will definitely do. And let me see how other people I can get involved. And as I said, I also work with Supermodels Unlimited magazine. So if not this year, maybe next year, we can get them involved with the show. They would come
I
there
love
and
it.
yeah, they would come there and they would, uh, you know, like they do with New York Fashion Week, they really get involved. Okay. They just did something this March, down in Miami. So they actually go on the road. Okay. I think they've done a photo shoot in
Okay.
Orlando, but I know this year they've got, you know, but next year I'll definitely speak with them. So ladies, it was definitely a pleasure to have both of you on here. As I said,
Always a pleasure.
anything that I can do to help, you guys let me know. I'll put my thinking cap on and I'll tell Rob and I'll tell Jessica, and feel free to reach out to me anytime if you need any help or you come up with an idea, because I'm all about opportunities. And if I can incorporate anything, even with my show, to give you guys some notoriety, more than happy to do that.
That's
Okay.
incredible. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Oh, no, thank you, ladies. So have a great weekend. I know I'm going to see you soon. And Starr, I will work on getting Mimi over there on August the 26th.
All right. Sounds
Incredible.
great. Thank you, Angela.
All right, ladies, have a great weekend. Thank you so much.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another fabulous show, okay, from Make Our World Your Runway. As we always say, lights, action. It was a great show today. And to have these two people that are involved with Orlando International Fashion Week and Orlando Fashion Week, it is going to be amazing. Remember those dates, November the 1st and November the 5th. I will be there personally. So once again, we want to thank you for tuning in to Make Our World Your Runway, and stay tuned next week because we're going to be going live for Hispanic Women of Distinction. Have a great weekend, and we will see you soon.